Betrayed, Chris' ex-wife revealed. Amy Roloff's house sold for $1.1 million. Little people, big world. Hello. Welcome back to USA's series spoiler update. Please subscribe now. The late summer sun stretched across the skies of Hillsboro, Oregon, as news outlets buzzed with a headline no little people, big world fan could have imagined. Amy Roloff's beloved farmhouse, the cozy home she had built memories in for decades, had been sold for a staggering $1.1 million. But the sale wasn't the only shocker. Just hours before the deal closed, whispers of another revelation began to spread like wildfire. Chris Merrick, Amy's husband and steady partner since her highly publicized divorce from Matt Roloff, was facing his own drama. The sudden emergence of an ex-wife he had never spoken about publicly. The quiet, easygoing real estate agent had always been a pillar of calm in the stormy Roloff world. Fans adored his patience, his humor, and the balance he seemed to bring Amy after years of on-and-off farm feuds with Matt. Yet now, Chris was caught in the middle of a betrayal narrative that neither he nor Amy could have predicted. The farmhouse legacy. Amy Roloff's farmhouse wasn't just any house. It was a symbol of independence, resilience, and a new beginning. After leaving Roloff Farms in 2019, Amy had purchased the charming property in Hillsboro, a rustic home that echoed with laughter, family dinners, and the quiet moments of a woman learning to rebuild her life. On Little People, Big World, fans had followed every nail, every paint swatch, and every holiday gathering in Amy's farmhouse. From pumpkin pie baking sessions to awkward family dinners where tensions with Matt simmered, the home had become a character in its own right. So when news broke that Amy had agreed to sell the property for $1.1 million, fans reacted with disbelief. Why would Amy let go of this house? It was her safe haven, one fan posted on Reddit. She loved that place. Something must have happened, wrote another. Behind the scenes, insiders hinted that Amy's decision to sell wasn't purely financial. Some claimed the farmhouse had become a source of stress, the upkeep overwhelming, the memories bittersweet, and the growing whispers of betrayal weighing heavily. Chris' past uncovered. The names surfaced first in court documents tied to the property transfer. Elaine Merrick. At first, no one paid attention. Oregon real estate filings are filled with unfamiliar names. But an eagle-eyed fan noticed something peculiar. Elaine wasn't listed as a buyer, but as a party connected to Chris through an old marital record. Within hours, entertainment outlets began publishing the bombshell. Chris Merrick, the man fans believed had never been married, had once had a wife. Reporters tracked Elaine down to a small town just outside Portland. When asked about her connection to Chris, her response was cryptic. "Yes, I was married to Chris," she admitted, her voice calm but edged with something unspoken. "It didn't work out. We were young, but I never expected my name to come back around like this." The internet erupted. Why had Chris never revealed this part of his past? Why had Amy, who had always prided herself on openness, stayed silent? Amy's reaction. When confronted by reporters outside a coffee shop in Hillsboro, Amy seemed caught off guard. Dressed casually in a blue cardigan and jeans, she initially brushed off the questions. "Chris and I have been very open about our relationship," she said, trying to keep her composure. "The past is the past. We're focused on the present." But when pressed further, Amy's tone shifted. "I won't say it doesn't hurt to learn things later," she admitted softly. "Trust is everything. We're working through it." Inside sources close to Amy revealed she felt betrayed, not by the fact that Chris had been married before, but by the secrecy. Amy always had to deal with Matt's secrets and drama on the farm. She didn't expect to be in a marriage where she'd have to wonder about hidden pasts, one insider explained. The sale that changed everything. On August 16, 2025, Amy officially signed over the deed to her farmhouse. The buyer was a wealthy entrepreneur from Portland who reportedly plans to preserve much of the home's rustic charm while modernizing key features. The sale price, $1.1 million, shocked even seasoned real estate professionals. The Hillsboro market had been hot, but Amy's home sold well above initial estimates. Chris, ironically, had been the one to negotiate the deal. As a real estate broker, He had guided Amy through the process with the confidence of experience. Yet now, fans speculated whether the money was tied in any way to the sudden resurfacing of his ex-wife. Was Elaine part of the negotiations? Did Chris owe her something? One fan theorized on Twitter. Or was Amy pressured to sell because of all the drama? Another chimed in. The speculation added fuel to an already blazing fire. The public backlash. Within 48 hours, hashtags like hashtag Chris betrayed Amy and hashtag Roloff farmhouse trended across social media. Fans debated fiercely, some defending Chris, others accusing him of manipulation. I don't care if Chris had a past. Everyone does, one supporter wrote. But lying by omission is still lying, another argued. Amy deserves honesty. Meanwhile, TLC producers remained tight-lipped. With Little People, Big World off the air since 2024, there were no cameras to capture the fallout. Yet, insiders hinted that executives were considering a special reunion episode to address the bombshell revelations. Fans want closure, one producer admitted, and the Roloffs have never shied away from drama. The ex-wife speaks. As media pressure mounted, Elaine broke her silence in a televised interview. Sitting in a modest living room, she looked calm but firm. Chris isn't a bad man, she said carefully. We married young, and it didn't last. I didn't come forward before, because it wasn't relevant. But now that his life is in the public eye, I can't control how people react. When asked whether Chris had betrayed Amy by keeping her a secret, Elaine hesitated. That's between them. But I will say this, if Amy is questioning his honesty, she deserves the truth. All of it. Her words hit like a hammer. Amy's next move. As of now, Amy and Chris remain together, though insiders claim there has been tension behind closed doors. The farmhouse sale has provided Amy with financial freedom, but emotionally, she faces yet another crossroads in her storied life. She has survived heartbreak before, her divorce from Matt, the farm feud, and the struggle of moving forward as a public figure. But this revelation forces her to confront what kind of marriage she wants with Chris. Selling the house feels symbolic, one close friend confided. Amy is letting go of old chapters. The question is, will Chris be part of her next one? The Roloff family reacts. The Roloff kids have kept largely silent, though sources suggest Zach is concerned for his mother's well-being. Tori reportedly told friends that Amy deserves peace, not more drama. Jeremy and Audrey, meanwhile, have stayed away from the headlines, focusing on their own projects. Matt Roloff, ever the businessman, offered only a sly comment when asked about the situation. Houses come and go. What matters is who you build them with. Many saw this as a dig, a reminder of the rocky history he shares with Amy, and perhaps a veiled jab at Chris' newly revealed past. What's next for Amy and Chris? As Amy steps into this new chapter, farmhouse sold, betrayal lingering, questions unanswered, fans are left wondering what comes next. Will she and Chris weather the storm, or will this revelation crack the foundation of their marriage? What is certain is that Amy remains a figure of resilience. From raising 4 children under the spotlight of reality TV to navigating divorce and new love, she has consistently shown the ability to endure. Life doesn't always go the way you planned, Amy said in a recent Instagram post. But it always goes forward. For now, the farmhouse is gone, the ex-wife has been revealed, and Amy's future remains unwritten.